Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be reviewing the art journal by Tamara Laporte. This is a Dutch imprint from the Ever After book by the same artist, and I got this copy from the wonderful Dutch publisher BBNC Mus Creatief. They are all so known for the colorists that love the thick Hannah Carlson paper. The same publisher brings out the books by Hannah Carlson, by Maria Trolle. They brought out some books of Tomislav Tomic. So receiving this book was a real treat. And although it's not a coloring book, it's very useful for using with your coloring, at least in my opinion. That's why I wanted to receive it as a review copy, because this is based on fairy tale characters. And although, like I was saying, it's not a coloring book, it's more of a journal inspired book, I think we can learn a lot from looking at all the pictures that are shown, and to read about the thoughts of the artist, because she tells us when showing her pictures what feelings were generated by reading a fairy tale and what she wanted to express with her work. So in the beginning she lists up the materials that you can use, so which type of paper, the paint and the crayons. Here is a little introduction about why or how you have to use this book, why she worked on this book, why she has written it. So, and then on the other list of materials, she talks about gesso, for instance, pencils, scrap tools, yeah, you name it, everything that's applied when you do journaling. I don't do journaling myself, but nevertheless I thought it was super interesting to take a look on the artwork and on the materials used, on the tips and the tricks. So here she has portraited Little Red Riding Hood, and yeah, here on the left page she tells her how she was thinking about a fairy tale, and that she wanted to make it, although it's a night scene, she wanted to make it bright when Little Red Riding Hood was cuddling the wolf. And yeah, it's just so super interesting to take a look at how the fur is drawn, how the face is shaded, the nose, the lips. I think it's, yeah, an inspiration for colorists. And here she puts down step by step what she did on the picture. And you can also, I don't know if it's with this picture, on other pictures you can see how the drawings were drawn. Like here, for example, it's a sketch, but further away, I think it's with this picture, for example, this is Alice in Wonderland. You get to see how the sketching is done, how it's built up to the final result of the blank artwork. And then here you can follow the steps again and seeing which colors are used for certain areas. And yeah, it's super interesting. And it's not only Tamara that has worked on this book. She has also cooperated with some other artists. So this is Annie Hamann, for example, and she yeah, I don't know how to pronounce this in English. She's a guest teacher in this book, together with some others. So it's really super nice to see how different artists look at different, fairy tales. And it's also a bit of mindfulness when working with this book. She gives some tips and tricks on the thought processes and so here's another guest teacher. So I think if you're lacking some coloring inspiration, it's always nice to have an art book to motivate yourself or to get inspiration again, or another way of thinking about approaching a picture. So beautiful. Really beautiful. You can do a lot of reading in this book. I still have to do it, but I did get a good impression what to expect with when working with this book. Mulan, also another guest teacher. A little bit more about the used materials on this artwork. So it's really a nice book. It's a thick book also. Goldilocks in the Three Bears. It's nice also to see how the bear is shaded, and yeah, it's super inspiring. I don't know this fairy tale, but I know that some colorists are also journal addicts, so it can be an idea to take a look at this book. If you're Dutch speaking, of course, you can take a look at this Mus production or edition, I mean. And if you're English speaking, there's also an English version available. Peter Pan. It's really nice. She always talks about what she taught and how she brought it to the surface of her artwork. Also very nice how you can see how the coloring is built up from the skin tone, and I also love those red noses that they use. So for journal addicts, I think it's quite nice to have a book with a double, how do you call it? A double, I can't think of the word. It's for inspiring you while coloring, but it's also inspiring while you journal. Sorry for the bump. So, and here are all the guest teachers mentioned, who they are, what their speciality, a little biography of the guest teachers. So, and now we're at the end of this beautiful book. This is Tamara Laporte herself. And a word of thanks, who she's thanking. So yeah, I really, I'm sorry again. I really think this is super nice, inspiring book. If you haven't heard of it, you can definitely take a look at your local bookshop if you can buy it over there. Yeah, I can't wait to dive in more deeply to grab some tips and tricks on some subjects. And yeah, I really hope you've liked this little review and flip through and my thoughts on this book. And if you have any more questions, please don't hesitate to ask them below. I thank the publisher very much again for sending me this beautiful copy. I will enjoy it very much, and it will be a huge inspiration to be even more playful in my colorings. So thank you everyone for watching. Take care, and until the next time, bye bye.